In 2008, after a tenacious direct action campaign led by local groups, the 110 US nuclear bombs stored at Lakenheath were removed. But now we found out that they're coming back unless we can stop them. That's all of you here and all of your friends and relatives. We are now probably nearer to a nuclear exchange by design or accident than at any time in the past. US nuclear weapons based at Lakenheath would make the UK once again a forward nuclear base for the US, thereby making us a prime target in the event of a nuclear war.
My name is Sirajul Islam. I'm the Sheriff of Norwich. So I'm here to support the good cause of the peace walk from Norwich to Lakenheath. We want peace and a future, not nuclear weapons and destruction. Thank you very much. Wish you a good journey. Thank you.
This walk and the following peace camp at Lakenheath is part of a civilian call to sanity and peace. So let's all join together and enjoy the next 2 weeks.
The other attraction I wanted to show you is the olive tree that was planted in honour of the peace camp and its founder, Shan Barkley, who brought a lot of peace organisations together and said peace needs a profile in Norwich and we have a mayor for peace and should celebrate that. Then we're going that way and across the road, and we're going to stop some traffic and turn some heads and walk down Unthank Road.
We're doing a 3-day walk to the base. Nuclear weapons are internationally banned. So please come and join us. We'll be setting up camp when we get there for 10 days, and then goodness knows what happens. We were there at Greenham for 19 years, so watch this space.
I feel a bit exhausted. Just been walking for 10 miles from Norwich. We've arrived in Wymondham. We went past Ketts Oak. There was about 30 of us. We had a lovely lunch done by a team from Coventry. And we've just been into the bookshop across there, and they've all been saying, yes, it's great what you're trying to do, and lots of encouragement there. And we're just going to have a rally here in Wymondham.
I'm Dr. Bimal Khatka, junior doctor working in NHS. Currently I'm joining the peace movement here, walking all the way to Lakenheath in a peace march, representing MEDAC and IPPNW, International Physician for Prevention of Nuclear War. We are here to resist the bringing of modernized nuclear bombs here in Lakenheath. So we are here to raise the awareness of the consequences of some say incidents or accidents of the nuclear weapons.
I'm joining the march and the cycle for peace, which is fantastic. I turned 50 this year, and I thought I really want to do something positive. So I've been on a few marches, and this is one of them. It's been quite tiring actually, but we've had loads of support from the public. They've been honking the horns, supporting us. So yeah, it's been really positive and it's really joyous.
About 20 of us have just arrived at the air base, and we're now going to walk the last 3 miles up to the main gate. The issue, of course, is incredibly important, and it does affect local people, but actually it's a global issue, which is why we've got internationals, a few internationals joining us as well. NATO has basically said that all our nuclear weapons, NATO's nuclear weapons, need to be out and deployed to show Russia and China that we have nuclear weapons, as if they don't know that we've got nuclear weapons. So they're upping the ante all the time, and I think we're nearer a nuclear holocaust by accident or by design very, very soon. So I just hope that reason will prevail.
I'm at the peace camp outside Lakenheath. A lot of very good people have collected here at a peace camp.
We've managed to get the stuff over here opposite the Peace Vigil, and we're setting up the Peace Camp. We haven't got permission for this, but we're going to be very peaceful and respectful, so I don't see why they should stop us from staying here. We'll get up as many of these tents as we can and then see who might join us. And then we'll put up a few banners, and then we will put up a loo, a toilet, which we've not been allowed over there, with a little tent around it so we can have some privacy. Because many of us, especially the 12 old women from Greenham Common, need to get to the loos fairly quickly and often. So we do need a little private space to have a pee.
My name's Helen and we're at the gates of RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk, and it's a peace camp that's going on over more than a week. People have walked here, cycled here, driven, come on trains to join, because there is a suggestion that there could be nuclear weapons, American nuclear weapons, coming back to British soil. And it's something that many people in Britain need to know about, because many people don't want it to happen, and we're aware of the threat of what nuclear weapons brings to this country.
We are here at the peace camp at Lakenheath to raise the awareness and let the general public know about there is no treatment or some sort of preparedness for a nuclear disaster. There is no treatment at all, and the only thing we can do is to prevent it. As it says, the prevention is better than cure. It's not only in the Lakenheath, but the radius of, I would say, 30 to 40 kilometers, it will be a no-go zone area.
This morning, 5 people went into the road that's going into New South Lakenheath, stood there, opened umbrellas that said no war.
There's a mutual defence agreement which is coming up for renewal this year. It's an agreement between the Americans and the British about nuclear weapons. We haven't had nuclear weapons from America based in this country since we got rid of them in 2008. So the Peace Camp is here to highlight the fact that we're having American nuclear weapons on British soil again.
People went to deliver the letter to the base commanders.
You've got the letter, haven't you?
I have. Unfortunately, they refused to come and see us, so we may have to go back again later on in the week, when we will stay there until a base commander comes out or until we're arrested. Dear Lakenheath base commanders and all USAF personnel, we are all organisations allied to the Lakenheath Alliance for Peace. We are concerned that you are subjecting all of us, and especially local people, to a major existential calamity by preparing to use US-guided nuclear bombs. Just one of those could kill hundreds of thousands of people and cause devastation to our environment. This is a breach of major international humanitarian and war laws, as well as a breach of the UN Treaty to prohibit nuclear weapons. It will also make East Anglia a primary nuclear target. We are asking you, will you please prevent the return of US nuclear weapons to the UK? With peace and love.
The camp has been really very well self-organized. We've been having workshops, a very different one with different people coming to talk about different subjects.
Any camp like this is so much work to organise. I mean, the organisation that it takes to bring shelter, food, is an incredible act of coordination. But one of the things that's really beautiful is all the banners that people bring to decorate the site and the message that they give. And I think the one that really stands out for me is the United Nations declaration on several banners here that nuclear weapons are now banned internationally. We should not be bringing these to our soil, and we need to wave that banner very prominently.
I'm at the base gate at Lakenheath once again, and it's absolutely amazing today. Sun really bright, getting hotter and hotter. A drumming band has just come, they're going to start playing very soon.
Hi, I'm Zareen from Cambridge Stop the War. I organised a minibus to bring a group of us here today. We're very proud to be here. Some of our members remember the camp back in the day in the 80s, and we just really want to celebrate this action and give support, and we'll be visiting. We bought things that the camp needed.
5 people from the Lakenheath Alliance for Peace camp, the went to deliver a letter to the base commander of the United States Air Force at Lakenheath.
Here, please.
No, I'm going over
No,
the white
no,
line
you're going
on
to stay here,
purpose.
please. I'm telling you now. You're going to stay here.
Okay.
Ladies, please, we can't go past this line, guys.
I'm afraid I've gone past.
Stay here.
The reason I'm going past is very simple, okay?
They stepped over the line, which then goes into the US territory, to deliver the letter and asking the base commander to come and receive it. Now, once they had stepped over the line, 2 of them got arrested. They have been taken into police custody for what they have done.
Hooray! Well done!
We're here today in our numbers at a peace camp because it's known now that the US intends to bring nuclear weapons back here to Lakenheath. We are determined that that should not happen. We do not want this community, or indeed the whole of Britain, put on the nuclear front line in future US wars. So we don't want those weapons here.
We're horribly near to World War III, I feel.
So as I've got older, I've researched my family background, and my grandparents were made refugees from wars repeatedly, in Russia and in Poland and from Paris in 1940. And you come to the point where you think this has to stop. You know, all wars have to stop, and we have to work for peace, because what it does to people's lives across generations, across continents, across time, is just horrendous. And being here at these gates in the face of this military power just really brings that home.
The target of nuclear weapons are civilians, population. So I feel appeal to come here and say we don't want nuclear weapons. Not here, not in Spain where I come from, nowhere in the world. Civilians don't want wars.
We've got a very good track record here of getting rid of nuclear weapons. In 2008, the US arsenal was removed, at least in part because of sustained popular protest against them. So we are here today to say we don't want those weapons back here. If they come back, we will get rid of them again. We are for a nuclear-free Lakenheath, a nuclear-free Britain, and a nuclear-free world.
And always look on the bright side of life. Oh, always look on the bright side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Oh, always look on the bright side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. And always look on the bright side of life. Oh, always look on the bright side